When people think about health and energy after 60, they often imagine complex routines, expensive supplements, or treatments that seem difficult to maintain, but in reality, some of the most powerful tools are the simplest and most accessible. Castor oil and baking soda are two of those underestimated allies that can make a noticeable difference when approached with care and consistency. Castor oil has been used for centuries in different cultures for its ability to support digestion, circulation, and cleansing. It contains ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid that promotes smoother digestion, reduces inflammation, and supports the body's natural detox processes. For older adults, digestion can slow down metabolism changes, and toxins can build up more easily, leading to fatigue, bloating, or low energy. Incorporating castor oil gently, whether through a teaspoon of food-grade oil for digestive support, or as a topical pack applied to the abdomen, can help restore balance in the system. Many men over 60 report improved regularity, lighter feelings in the stomach, and a steady sense of energy that comes when the digestive system is no longer sluggish or overburdened. Baking soda, on the other hand, is often seen only as a kitchen ingredient, but it holds impressive wellness benefits when used in moderation. It is alkaline in nature, which means it can help balance excess acidity in the body. As people age, many develop higher acid levels due to diet stress or reduced efficiency in the kidneys and digestive system. Too much acid can lead to heartburn, poor digestion, and even joint discomfort. By mixing a small amount of baking soda with water, the body receives a gentle neutralizing effect that eases discomfort and promotes balance. For those over 60, this can mean fewer digestive issues, less bloating, and a renewed sense of comfort that allows for better appetite, better sleep, and more energy throughout the day. Beyond digestion, baking soda baths are another simple way to refresh tired muscles, improve skin health, and promote relaxation. Soaking in a warm bath with a small amount of baking soda can reduce stiffness, ease soreness, and leave the skin feeling softer and cleaner, which is especially helpful as skin tends to become drier and thinner with age. The combination of castor oil and baking soda becomes even more powerful when paired with mindful practices. A castor oil pack applied to the abdomen encourages circulation, supports liver function, and calms the nervous system. When followed by a soothing baking soda bath, the body not only receives internal support, but also external relaxation. This simple ritual can create a rhythm of care that reinforces both physical and emotional well-being. What makes these remedies truly remarkable is how accessible they are. No complicated instructions, no overwhelming routines, just consistent small practices that allow the body to function more naturally and efficiently. For men over 60, energy is not just about how much sleep they get or how much exercise they do, but about how effectively their systems are working. If digestion is heavy and sluggish, energy drains quickly. If circulation is poor, muscles tire easily, and the brain feels foggy. If toxins build up, inflammation increases, leading to aches and stiffness. By supporting digestion and circulation with castor oil and balancing acidity and muscle comfort with baking soda, older adults can take a step toward restoring a youthful sense of vitality that ripples into every aspect of their lives. It means waking up with less heaviness, moving through the day with more lightness, and ending the night with greater comfort. These natural supports are not about replacing healthy habits, but about enhancing them. A wholesome diet, regular hydration, movement, and restful sleep are still the foundation of wellness, but castor oil and baking soda can fill the gaps where modern lifestyle or aging processes create challenges. For example, someone who eats well but struggles with sluggish digestion may find castor oil helps the body make better use of nutrients. Someone who stays active but feels constant joint discomfort may find baking soda baths soothe the aches that make movement difficult. These are small interventions that make larger habits more effective and sustainable. The key lies in moderation and consistency. Overuse of either ingredient is not beneficial, but thoughtful use makes them allies in the pursuit of health. Just a teaspoon of castor oil a few times a week or a gentle baking soda drink occasionally can keep the body in balance without overwhelming it. These are not meant to act as miracle cures, but as steady supports, tools that empower men over 60 to take control of their health with confidence. Knowing that such simple items in the home can make such a difference removes the feeling of helplessness that sometimes comes with aging. Instead of focusing on decline, men can focus on empowerment, realizing that small, natural choices hold great power. There is also a psychological benefit in embracing these remedies. They represent self-care, a conscious act of saying yes to health and vitality. The very act of preparing a castor oil pack or drawing a baking soda bath signals to the mind and body that care is being taken, which reinforces positive habits and strengthens motivation to continue. Over time, these small rituals become a source of stability, comfort, and energy, much like exercise or meditation. They become part of a lifestyle that values wellness and refuses to accept decline as inevitable. By integrating castor oil and baking soda into daily or weekly routines, men over 60 are not only supporting their bodies physically but also cultivating resilience, balance, and a sense of renewal. These ingredients are reminders that the vitality does not need to be complicated or expensive. It requires consistency, respect for the body, and trust in simple natural tools that align with the body's own wisdom. When used wisely, these allies can unlock energy, support digestion, ease discomfort, and create the foundation for health that makes life beyond 60 not just longer but fuller, more vibrant, and deeply rewarding. Food has always been the body's most direct source of strength, and as the years progress, this truth becomes even more important. For men over 60, nutrition is no longer about eating for convenience or indulgence, but about fueling the body so it can stay active, sharp, and energetic. Every bite you take is either building your strength or slowing you down. The body changes with age, metabolism slows, muscle mass decreases, and the ability to absorb certain nutrients weakens. That is why eating balanced meals becomes a cornerstone of vitality. Choosing colorful vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats is not a matter of following a strict diet, but of providing the body with tools it needs to stay resilient. When meals are built on this foundation, energy remains steady, digestion improves, and the risk of chronic conditions decreases. Vegetables play a powerful role because they deliver vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber that protect against inflammation and support digestion. Dark leafy greens, bright peppers, carrots, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower are all nutrient-dense options that help maintain strong immunity and good circulation. Their fiber also supports gut health, which is directly connected to energy and mood. Whole grains such as oats, brown rice, and quinoa provide slow-releasing carbohydrates that keep blood sugar levels stable throughout the day, preventing the highs and lows that lead to fatigue. Lean proteins, whether from fish, poultry, beans, or lentils, are essential for preserving muscle mass, which naturally declines with age. Without enough protein, strength decreases, recovery slows, and energy levels dip. Healthy fats from foods like nuts, seeds, olive oil, and avocados nourish the brain, protect the heart, and reduce inflammation in joints, which is especially important for those who want to stay active well into their 60s and beyond. Balanced nutrition is not just about eating certain foods, but also about avoiding those that drain vitality. Highly processed foods loaded with sugar, unhealthy fats, and excess salt create stress in the body. They contribute to inflammation, weaken immunity, and increase the risk of chronic disease. For men over 60, cutting back on processed snacks, sugary drinks, and fried foods creates an immediate difference in how they feel. The body functions more efficiently without the constant burden of breaking down harmful additives. With this space cleared, energy is freed up for movement, mental clarity, and daily activities. Hydration also becomes critical. The sense of thirst diminishes with age, and dehydration can sneak up quickly, leading to fatigue, headaches, and even confusion. Drinking enough water each day helps regulate digestion, keeps joints lubricated, and maintains energy flow. What makes nutrition truly transformative is how it impacts every system at once. A body well fed with nutrients has stronger bones, which reduces the risk of falls and fractures. It has better circulation, which fuels the brain with oxygen and keeps memory sharper. It has more efficient digestion, which supports regular elimination and prevents the heaviness that often drains energy. It also has stronger immunity, which helps fight infections and recover more quickly from illness. For men over 60, these benefits add up to one powerful reality: the ability to continue living independently, actively, and with confidence. Small, consistent choices are what make the biggest difference. Starting the day with a nourishing breakfast instead of skipping meals sets the tone for steady energy. A bowl of oatmeal with berries and a handful of nuts provides fiber, antioxidants, and protein that last through the morning. Lunch can be built around lean protein and vegetables, like grilled fish with a colorful salad. Dinner can focus on whole grains, vegetables, and lighter proteins to avoid digestive discomfort at night. Snacking on fruits, yogurt, or a small handful of seeds instead of processed chips or sweets provides nutrients without weighing the body down. These small decisions, repeated daily, accumulate into lasting strength and vitality. Nutrition also influences mood and mental health, which are just as important as physical energy. Deficiencies in certain vitamins, like vitamin D, B12, and omega-3 fatty acids, can contribute to low mood, fatigue, or cognitive decline. By eating a variety of nutrient-rich foods, men over 60 protect their mental sharpness and emotional balance. Feeling energized and positive creates a cycle of motivation that encourages continued exercise, better sleep, and stronger social engagement. Nutrition, therefore, becomes not just a physical tool, but an emotional and psychological one as well. What makes this approach empowering is that it does not require perfection or strict rules. It requires awareness and consistency. Even gradual improvements, like adding an extra serving of vegetables each day or replacing soda with water, can create a shift in energy levels within weeks. Over time, these changes build resilience against disease and keep vitality strong. Unlike medications or quick fixes, good nutrition supports the body naturally and continuously, giving it the raw materials it needs to heal, repair, and thrive. For men who have spent years focusing on work, family, and responsibilities, shifting focus to nutrition in later years can feel like a new beginning. It is not about restriction or giving up favorite foods, but about rediscovering how good the body feels when it is cared for. Eating well is a form of self-respect and self-preservation, a way of saying yes to more years of activity, clarity, and joy. The kitchen becomes a place of empowerment, where meals are not just prepared but chosen with intention. Each choice is a step toward a stronger body, a sharper mind, and a more energetic life. In the end, balanced nutrition becomes more than a daily task. It becomes a lifestyle that sustains vitality. With every meal, the body is either supported or stressed, and by choosing foods that energize rather than drain, men over 60 unlock the possibility of living with strength and youthfulness long into the future. The key lies not in complicated diets or rigid rules, but in simple, nourishing meals made with consistency and care, meals that remind the body it still has the power to thrive. Movement is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining health, energy, and vitality as men age, yet it is often overlooked or dismissed as unnecessary after 60. Many assume that as the years advance, the body is meant to slow down and that fatigue and stiffness are simply inevitable, but the truth is that consistent movement is the single most effective way to preserve strength, flexibility, and energy. The body was designed to move, and even gentle activity sends signals to every system, reminding it to stay functional and responsive. Walking, stretching, and light resistance exercises are not just forms of activity, they are investments in longevity, resilience, and the ability to enjoy life fully. Even a short daily walk can improve circulation, strengthen the heart, increase lung capacity, and enhance mental clarity. Movement does not require intensity or hours of effort. It requires consistency, awareness, and a willingness to engage the body in ways that honor its current capacity. For men over 60, muscles naturally lose mass if they are not used, a process called sarcopenia, which contributes to weakness, instability, and increased risk of falls. By incorporating light resistance exercises such as lifting small weights, using resistance bands, or performing bodyweight movements, the muscles remain strong, the joints stay supported, and the metabolism continues to function efficiently. These exercises do not need to be exhausting or complicated to be effective. Simple routines that target major muscle groups can maintain strength and make everyday tasks, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, standing for extended periods, much easier. Beyond strength, these movements support balance, coordination, and flexibility, which are essential for avoiding injury and sustaining independence. Flexibility and stretching are equally critical for older adults. As connective tissues become less elastic with age, stiffness in joints and muscles can limit mobility, causing discomfort and reducing energy. Gentle stretching routines, whether in the morning to awaken the body or in the evening to release tension, enhance circulation, reduce soreness, and maintain range of motion. Stretching is not just physical. It has a calming effect on the nervous system. When combined with mindful breathing, it can reduce stress, improve posture, and create a sense of lightness that carries through the day. Even a few minutes of stretching several times a day can transform the way the body feels and moves. Cardiovascular activity, often associated with younger adults, remains crucial for men over 60. Walking briskly, cycling, swimming, or light jogging boosts heart health, improves lung capacity, and enhances energy levels. Cardiovascular exercises improve circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell, which increases stamina and mental clarity. They also stimulate the production of endorphins, natural chemicals that reduce stress, elevate mood, and provide a sense of well-being. Men who embrace regular cardiovascular activity often find that they feel lighter, more alert, and more capable of handling daily challenges, proving that age is not a barrier to vitality. One of the most overlooked benefits of consistent movement is its impact on the brain. Physical activity stimulates blood flow to the brain, encouraging the growth of new neural connections and supporting memory, focus, and cognitive flexibility. Men over 60 who maintain regular movement routines often notice sharper thinking, better problem-solving abilities, and improved emotional regulation. Even light exercises like walking or stretching can release tension and mental fatigue, allowing the mind to feel rejuvenated and more present. Movement, therefore, is not only physical. It is an essential element of mental clarity, emotional resilience, and overall life satisfaction. Consistency is more important than intensity. A brief, daily walk can provide more benefits than an occasional long run. Small, deliberate movements repeated every day signal the body that it is still active, capable, and worthy of care. Simple habits like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, standing up to stretch every hour, or incorporating short walks after meals accumulate into significant health improvements over time. These habits also encourage the mind to remain engaged with the body, reinforcing motivation and discipline that support other areas of wellness such as nutrition, sleep, and mental health. In addition to physical benefits, movement creates opportunities for connection and engagement. Group exercises, walking with a friend, or joining a community class fosters social interaction, which is vital for mental health and emotional balance. Men over 60 who remain socially active often experience lower levels of depression and anxiety, enhanced cognitive function, and a greater sense of purpose. Physical activity, therefore, operates on multiple levels, strengthening the body, enhancing mental clarity, and enriching emotional well-being through social interaction and achievement. The combination of cardiovascular activity, strength training, and flexibility work creates a comprehensive approach that supports overall vitality. By addressing multiple aspects of physical health, men can maintain energy, independence, and resilience. Even moderate efforts, such as 10 to 20 minutes of walking, a short session with resistance bands, and gentle stretching, can create noticeable improvements in energy levels, mood, and functional capacity. Each session reminds the body that it is capable, reinforces circulation and metabolic function, and strengthens muscles that are essential for daily life. Movement also cultivates a sense of accomplishment and motivation. Feeling stronger, more flexible, or more coordinated encourages the continuation of healthy habits, creating a cycle of positive reinforcement. Men who commit to daily activity often find that they sleep better, digest food more efficiently, and have higher levels of confidence and independence. The body responds to consistent care with resilience, proving that even at 60 and beyond, vitality is not lost, it can be regained and sustained. Embracing movement in later life is not about competing with youth or achieving extraordinary physical feats. It is about honoring the body's needs, maintaining functional strength, and preserving energy for life's daily joys. Every step, every stretch, and every gentle repetition builds the foundation for a body that supports an active, engaged, and joyful life. Movement is the bridge between age and vitality, a tangible way to reclaim energy, maintain independence, and ensure that the years beyond 60 are not defined by limitation but by strength, resilience, and a sense of renewed life energy. Lifestyle choices are the quiet yet powerful foundation upon which health, energy, and vitality are built, especially for men over 60. While diet, movement, and natural remedies like castor oil and baking soda support the body directly, it is lifestyle, the daily routines, habits, and environmental factors that often determines whether these efforts succeed or fall short. Simple choices about sleep, hydration, stress management, and exposure to harmful substances can either strengthen the body's natural resilience or drain it. Good lifestyle habits work quietly in the background, maintaining balance, preventing chronic problems, and enhancing the effectiveness of nutrition and exercise. Each decision, no matter how small, contributes to overall energy, mental clarity, and physical wellness, making lifestyle a critical pillar of vitality after 60. Sleep is one of the most underestimated elements of a healthy lifestyle. As men age, sleep patterns often change, and many struggle with shorter nights or lighter rest. Yet restorative sleep is essential for recovery, mental clarity, hormone regulation, and immune function. When sleep is disrupted, energy diminishes, inflammation rises, and the body's ability to repair tissue slows. Prioritizing sleep means more than lying in bed for hours. It involves creating a routine that signals the body it is time to rest, limiting exposure to screens before bedtime, keeping the environment quiet and comfortable, and establishing consistent sleep and wake times. Men who embrace quality sleep experience improved energy, sharper thinking, and a renewed sense of well-being that carries into every aspect of life. Hydration is another simple yet vital choice that profoundly impacts health. As the body ages, the sensation of thirst diminishes, often leading to mild dehydration that goes unnoticed but affects energy, digestion, and cognitive function. Drinking adequate water throughout the day supports circulation, helps maintain joint health, aids digestion, and assists the body in eliminating toxins. It is especially important for men who remain physically active or consume higher levels of protein, as these activities increase the body's need for fluids. Even small increases in water intake can produce noticeable improvements in energy, mood, and overall vitality. Choosing water over sugary beverages or excessive caffeine ensures that the body is nourished rather than burdened, reinforcing every other healthy habit. Reducing stress is a crucial lifestyle factor that directly influences health. Chronic stress produces hormones such as cortisol that, when elevated over long periods, can contribute to inflammation, weight gain, high blood pressure, and decreased immunity. Managing stress does not require elaborate interventions. Simple practices like deep breathing, mindfulness, short walks in nature, or engaging in hobbies that bring joy can significantly reduce its impact. For men over 60, consciously creating moments of relaxation and mental clarity allows the body to recover, muscles to loosen, and the mind to remain focused and sharp. Stress management works synergistically with nutrition, exercise, and natural remedies, amplifying their effects and creating an overall sense of balance. Another important aspect of lifestyle is minimizing exposure to harmful substances. Excessive alcohol, smoking, and highly processed foods introduce toxins and place stress on the liver, kidneys, and cardiovascular system. Choosing to reduce or eliminate these substances allows the body to function more efficiently and respond better to exercise, diet, and natural supplements. The benefits are cumulative: lower inflammation, improved circulation, better sleep, stronger immunity, and greater energy. These changes are not dramatic overnight, but over time they create a body that feels lighter, moves more easily, and maintains youthful vigor. Routine and consistency amplify lifestyle benefits. Small, repeated habits often have a greater impact than sporadic, intense efforts. Daily walks, regular meal schedules, set sleep times, and consistent hydration routines reinforce the body's internal rhythm. Men who adopt steady habits notice that energy levels stabilize, digestion improves, mood becomes more even, and motivation for other healthy behaviors increases. This consistency creates a sense of control and confidence that the body and mind respond to positively, showing that lifestyle is not only about health but also about mental empowerment and emotional resilience. Lifestyle also includes the quality of the environment and the social context in which a person lives. A cluttered, noisy, or stressful environment adds subtle strain to the body and mind, while a calm, clean, and organized space supports relaxation, focus, and efficiency. Social connections are equally important. Maintaining relationships with friends, family, or community groups supports mental health, reduces feelings of isolation, and encourages continued physical and cognitive activity. Men over 60 who cultivate supportive social networks experience lower rates of depression, improved cognitive function, and enhanced motivation to maintain other healthy habits, proving that lifestyle is both internal and external, influencing every system in the body. Mindset is an inseparable component of lifestyle. The belief that health and energy are achievable after 60 directly impacts the success of all other habits. Men who approach life with optimism and determination are more likely to stick to nutrition plans, exercise routines, and stress-reducing practices. Conversely, a mindset of resignation or acceptance of decline can undermine the most well-intentioned efforts. Cultivating a mindset of control, resilience, and curiosity about one's own potential enhances the benefits of every lifestyle choice, reinforcing the idea that energy and vitality are actively created rather than passively experienced. Integration of all these lifestyle factors, sleep, hydration, stress management, moderation of harmful substances, consistent routines, a supportive environment, and a positive mindset, creates a holistic framework for health. Each element reinforces the others, producing a compounding effect that strengthens energy, supports bodily function, and enhances mental clarity. For men over 60, lifestyle is the silent engine driving vitality. It allows nutrition to fuel effectively, exercise to build strength, and natural remedies to support the body optimally. Small, intentional decisions accumulate over days, weeks, and months, producing a body that feels lighter, moves more easily, and recovers more efficiently. Ultimately, lifestyle choices are not temporary interventions, but long-term commitments to living fully energetically and independently. They empower men over 60 to regain control of their health, creating a foundation that supports longevity, resilience, and joy. Every conscious choice, sipping water, choosing sleep, managing stress, avoiding toxins, maintaining consistency, cultivating social connections, and sustaining a positive mindset, is a building block for a life that feels vigorous and capable. Lifestyle determines whether age becomes a period of limitation or a period of renewed strength, energy, and possibility. The mind is an extraordinary force, and for men over 60, mindset can be just as powerful as diet, exercise, or natural remedies when it comes to health, energy, and vitality. How you perceive aging, the beliefs you hold about your capabilities, and the attitude you bring to each day influence not only your mental well-being, but also your physical health. The body responds to the signals the mind sends, and a positive mindset can unlock energy, motivation, and resilience that might otherwise be lost to self-doubt or resignation. Believing that life after 60 can be vibrant and full of strength shapes behaviors in ways that support wellness. It encourages men to eat well, move consistently, practice self-care, and embrace natural remedies, knowing that these choices will produce meaningful results. In contrast, a mindset that views aging as decline or limitation can create a self-fulfilling prophecy where low expectations lead to reduced effort, decreased activity, and a gradual erosion of vitality. A positive mindset begins with the recognition that age is not an automatic sentence to weakness, fatigue, or illness. Many men assume that once certain birthdays pass, their body will inevitably slow down, energy will disappear, and independence will diminish. This belief is not a fact. It is a perception that shapes behavior. By consciously rejecting the idea that aging equals decline, men can create space for growth, energy, and renewal. The mind has a remarkable ability to influence the body. Stress, fear, and negative thinking trigger chemical responses that increase inflammation, reduce immune function, and diminish energy. Conversely, optimism, determination, and a sense of purpose stimulate beneficial hormones, enhance circulation, improve digestion, and support recovery from minor illness or fatigue. Mindset is therefore not abstract. It is a tangible force that directly affects vitality. Confidence in one's ability to maintain health is another critical aspect of mindset. Men who believe they can improve their strength, mobility, and energy are far more likely to follow through with consistent habits. They approach nutrition with intention, move their bodies with purpose, and explore natural remedies like castor oil and baking soda with curiosity rather than skepticism. This confidence is empowering because it turns effort into results. When each healthy choice is reinforced by belief, the body responds more efficiently and progress is easier to sustain. On the other hand, doubt or defeatism can undermine the most well-planned routines, causing inconsistency and frustration. A strong positive mindset, therefore, multiplies the effectiveness of all other health practices. Visualization and goal setting are practical ways to harness mindset for vitality. Men over 60 can benefit from imagining themselves moving with ease, enjoying energy throughout the day, or completing physical tasks without fatigue. These mental images act as motivation, aligning the subconscious mind with conscious goals and increasing the likelihood of following through. Setting achievable health goals, whether it is walking a certain distance, performing a series of stretches, or improving nutrition, provides focus and structure. Progress toward these goals reinforces a sense of control and accomplishment, which further strengthens confidence and energy. Small victories accumulate, creating momentum that carries into other areas of life, including social engagement, emotional resilience, and overall satisfaction. Mindset also affects how men approach challenges and setbacks. Aging inevitably brings changes, and no routine or remedy can prevent every difficulty. The key is not to avoid obstacles, but to approach them with resilience and flexibility. Men who view challenges as opportunities to adapt and learn rather than as insurmountable barriers maintain a higher level of energy, motivation, and optimism. This attitude reduces stress, minimizes the negative impact of aging on both body and mind, and encourages the continuation of healthy practices. Resilience is strengthened every time a man faces a difficulty and chooses to persist, reinforcing the idea that age does not define capability. Social and emotional aspects of mindset are equally important. Surrounding oneself with positivity, supportive friends, and encouraging communities enhances the belief that vitality is attainable. Men over 60 who engage in social activities, share experiences, and cultivate gratitude often report higher energy levels and improved mental clarity. Optimism and positivity are contagious. A man who approaches life with hope and determination not only strengthens his own mindset, but also influences those around him, creating a supportive environment that sustains health habits. Emotional resilience, developed through positive thinking and strong connections, protects against depression, anxiety, and feelings of isolation, which can otherwise sap energy and motivation. Self-perception is another critical component. Men who view themselves as capable, strong, and energetic are far more likely to act in ways that reinforce these traits. This includes consistent exercise, mindful nutrition, and incorporating natural remedies to support bodily functions. The mind interprets these actions as reinforcement of the belief that vitality is possible, which encourages further healthy choices. This feedback loop, positive mindset driving action, action reinforcing belief, is a powerful mechanism that shapes both body and life. Conversely, viewing oneself as frail, weak, or past one's prime discourages activity, creates stress, and accelerates physical decline. A positive mindset also creates space for curiosity and experimentation, which is essential for discovering what works best for individual health. Men who approach aging with a sense of openness are more willing to try light exercises, explore dietary adjustments, and adopt simple natural remedies. They see each step as a way to enhance life rather than a tedious obligation. This approach encourages continuous learning and adaptation, which keeps the body responsive and the mind engaged. The combination of curiosity, optimism, and perseverance ensures that health practices are sustainable and enjoyable, rather than burdensome or stressful. Ultimately, mindset shapes every choice and action that contributes to health, energy, and vitality. Believing in the possibility of continued strength, flexibility, and well-being motivates consistent habits, fosters resilience, and amplifies the benefits of diet, exercise, and natural remedies. Men over 60 who cultivate a positive, determined, and hopeful mindset are not only more likely to maintain physical health, but also to experience greater emotional balance, mental clarity, and overall satisfaction with life. Mindset transforms aging from a period of limitation into a stage of empowerment, energy, and renewed purpose, creating a life that feels vibrant, capable, and deeply rewarding every day.